Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about code to design, and this is an API that you give to something like Claude Code, and it turns Claude Code into like a pool of different ideas or use cases that you can eventually use to work together with Figma. And if you don't know this API, it's the same people that brought to you HTML to design or story to design. It's basically the Div Riots team that has a whole bunch of different Figma plugins. And today we're going to be going through a few use cases that I think are pretty valuable to explore. Basically getting Claude Code to help you with your design process in Figma. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But everyone, before we get started with today's video, I'd love to invite you all to my Discord community, the Creator Network. We get together every single weekday to talk about different tools, topics. So if you guys are interested in joining that conversation, link is down below. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to get started, obviously. And then once you get to that get started page, you're gonna get this overview and you're gonna get the clipboard mode, plugin mode, which are the two modes that are basically the two modes that this API uses. You can read a little bit more about them in these tabs. But basically, like the clipboard mode is something that, you can get something from the web via Claude Code with this API, and it'll create a clipboard for you, and you can copy that content from that clipboard and paste it into Figma. And regarding pricing, it's pretty much free. It's free for 10 credits, and 10 credits means 10 tries. So you can do 10 different things just to try it out. Now, I got the 250 credits because I just want some more room or more space to experiment. And then here under API reference, you can learn a little bit more about the different functionalities that this API has. So for example, HTML component creates a Figma component from an HTML page containing all variants. And then obviously over here, you get your API key. But in order to start, I'm going to go ahead and just copy this link. And once we're inside of Claude Code, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new session. We're going to open up a new folder. So over here, open folder and create a new folder. And then the first thing that I like to do here is I like to ask Claude, like, hey, tell me more about this. All right, it says Code to Design API is a service that converts HTML, CSS, JavaScript into native Figma designs programmatically. It's essentially the reverse of the typical design to code tools. Instead of, going from Figma to code, it renders web code to the Figma canvas. And like I said before, there's clipboard mode and there's plugin mode. And then it says typical use cases. So automating design handoff from existing web apps, building tools that sync live UI back into Figma using the plugin mode, letting non-designers contribute to the Figma libraries from code, bridging implemented UI design system source of truth. And then we can get some more interesting ideas like, you can just ask it for more use cases based on a specific type of workflow that you're looking for. I kept it pretty open, so I said, just give me some cool ideas based on my history of projects that you know me best, Claude. So it says AI native ideas, prompt to Figma, variant generator, screenshot to Figma, design critique loop. We have live app to Figma, storybook to Figma. And then there's different things like markdown file to Figma slides, or like Dribbble to CodePen rescuer. Like you paste a CodePen or a Dribbble URL and you get an editable Figma file instead of that image. And we can, for example, just copy this and put this in quotes. Then I can go to dribbble.com and look for a specific design and maybe take a screenshot of this, for example. And I can go ahead and paste in that image. Then I can say, here's an image of a Dribbble design, turn this into a Figma design. All right, and Claude Code is giving me the preview here. And they also have it over here. It's opened up this new tab, which as you can see, it says Pay Nexus. And it says copy paste in Figma. So I'm going to click on this, and then going back into Figma, I'm just going to click on paste, and we literally get our design pasted into Figma. And as you can see, if I open up the layers, everything seems to be in this auto layout, and I can select these different things and add, for example, like an image layer. So boom, we get, for example, an image over here, and you can select the different things and obviously like edit it to your own style because of course this is Figma. But now that was just one site. And what if we want to do like multiple sites at the same time and like analyze, let's say like a section of a specific site, like a pricing section, and say, hey, let's organize all of these different pricing sections into one site and then bring that into Figma. So I can say I want to research different pricing sections from different sites. Can you please search 10 sites that have unique pricing sections, and then using Untitled UI, rebuild these sections and place them into one page, where I can then import them into Figma. And the reason I choose Untitled UI is because I just like their style a lot. If you go to their site, you can kind of see the different components that they have. And if you just mention this to Claude, it'll kind of apply that to your design. So let's go ahead and submit this. And now we get these different pricing sections. So for example, this one is inspired by Stripe. This one inspired by Linear. A few things that are kind of off over here. I guess this is like pricing, or like maybe, I don't know why it has these weird symbols, but it's a little bit off. This one is off, as you can see over here. What we can do is we can go back, here. Oh, actually here in the preview, it actually looks pretty good. But we can go here and we can go /impeccable and then space polish. And if you don't know about Impeccable, I definitely recommend checking it out. I have a great video about this, by the way, in my channel. But under docs, you can find polish over here. And it's the last thing you run before shipping. It basically polishes your site for these different categories. So as you can see, there's a few things that it's kind of looking at. Not a lot of slop, which is really good because, I mean, we use Untitled UI. But if we didn't, we would probably get some of these things. All right, and we actually get a bit of a better design. Again, some of these things are off, but I guess we can like manually correct those inside of Figma. But I can go back to the top and click on copy, paste into Figma. And let's go back here. Let's click on paste. And as you can see, we have all of our new sections. I can just move this a little bit down here. Now it's next to our old section that we brought in. So I can scroll down and we do have the check marks, but again, we need to like fix the positioning of them. They're not like centered, right? We have to like click this. But we have our different pricing sections brought in and nothing has changed. It's like identical to what Claude built. All right, but what about like programmatically creating screens with Claude and then bringing in, like dropping them into Figma? Different use cases for this would be like maybe you're working on a product using Claude Code and you get data, right? You have like analytics and Claude can read that and it can create the designs, like the new designs based on like improvements that it sees, like potential improvements based on those analytics. Or you can say something like, hey, you know, we have this new page. We need it translated in 10 different languages. So that's exactly what I'm going to do over here, like a visual localization sweep on this current design. I want 10 different languages and then programmatically publish each variant to Figma, laid out in a grid format, rows equals languages, columns equals viewports. And again, this is where something like the plugin mode would come into play because the plugin mode programmatically publishes to Figma and the clipboard is where you just copy from the clipboard. All right, so we have our different translations in English, Spanish, French, we have Japanese, we have simplified Chinese, Arabic. And actually something interesting here in the docs under plugin mode is that this mode requires to have a Figma plugin. So if you don't need a Figma plugin, please check the clipboard mode. So we use the clipboard mode. We want the plugin mode for that programmatic posting. We need our own Figma plugin. So that doesn't mean that we have to use their plugin. We have to make our own plugin. But luckily, we live in the age of AI and we live in the age of Claude Code, and Claude Code can do that for us. So you know, Claude Code asks if we can build from scratch or if we already have one. I don't have one, so we have to build from scratch, but make it very simple. All right, so it's built us this thing over here. It says drop plugin payload JSON here or click to browse. So it says, all right, next steps in Figma. Figma desktop, not web, top menu plugins development, import plugin from manifest. So I'm going to do that, import plugin from manifest, and we're going to choose that manifest JSON. And over here we have our lock sweeper. So I'm going to click on this. And so I'm going to select, it says I need to select plugin payload JSON. And so it's over here. Let's click on open. It says sent, but we have an error. We might have to remind it to kind of follow these steps. So we can just copy this and paste this in here. All right, and we can try again. Let's click to browse. Let's choose that plugin payload JSON. All right, it says sent, and it sees some things building over here on the left. That looks great. All right, I see some new characters. That looks amazing. And as you can see, all of our different frames are being posted. And I think they're all done. So I'm just going to select this. So I'm just going to put these over here on the sides. And as you can see, I can just scroll through here and I have the English version. I have the Spanish version. I have German. I have Japanese. Look at that. Simplified Chinese, Arabic, and so on and so forth. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down in the comments below. And like always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.